social distancing will be held virtually. Everyone participating in the meeting will be accessing this meeting from remote locations. Please could everyone ensure that mobile phones are switched off or switched on to silent mode. Members will have received an electronic copy of the agenda. I will ask the monitoring officer to present a summary of the key points of the main report. For the record, the agenda can be viewed on the Council's website. Those in attendance will be speaking at various points during the meeting, and those speaking may switch their cameras on at that point. But I would ask that, with the exception of myself as chairperson, at all other times you keep your cameras and microphones switched off, as this will help to minimize any background noise and interference and to ensure the connection remains as stable as possible. If any members and officers wish to raise a point or question, they should press the hands up icon on the screen and at the top right hand side of the Microsoft Teams window, and I will come to you in order I receive the request. Please do not use your microphone until I invite you to do so. Please also do not use the chat button. Please also lower your hand once you've finished speaking. Officers from the Democratic Services will be supporting the meeting and will be monitoring the use of microphones throughout this duration, and where necessary will make those not being used. Before we formally commence, I will now ask the officer from Democratic Services to announce the names of the members in attendance. Andrew, please. Or Mark.
Thank you, Chair. Members in attendance today are Cliff Jones, Chairperson, Jeff Baker, Philip Clark, and Councillor Mike Clark. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, we'll begin then with the agenda. The first item on it is apologies for absence. Have we had any apologies?
Thank you, Chair. Councillor Paul Davis.
Okay, thanks very much. Any declarations of interest?
No, Chair.
None. Okay. And approval of the minutes. That's the minutes of the meeting held on the 29th of June. Can somebody please move that these are a true record of the last meeting?
Yes, I'm
sorry.
Councillor Clark, I'll move.
Okay, thank you for that. Item 4 is reappointments to the Standards Committee. Perhaps I'd ask Kelly to update us on that, please.
Thank you, Chair. It's just a short report for you today, and it's to let you know about the extension of the term of office of 2 of our independent members of the Standards Committee. As you're aware, and we've set out in paragraph 3.1, the Standards Committee Wales Regulations 2001 sets out the criteria for membership of the Standards Committee. Our committee currently comprises of 7 members, and they are set out at 3.1. You'll be aware that the term of office for 2 of those members expires in October 2021, and those members are eligible to be reappointed for a further term. I took a report to Council last week on the 15th of September 2021, and Council approved the reappointment of Judith Keeley and our Chair for a further term of 4 years. We did engage with those members prior, and they agreed that before I took the report to Council. Therefore, I just ask you to note the reappointment of those members to the committee for a further 4-year term. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much. Any questions of anybody? Okay, thanks. On to item 5 already then. It's the whistleblowing policy. And again, if I could ask Kelly if you'd take us through this, please.
Thank you, Chair. Again, another short report for you this morning, and it's for you to review the operation of our whistleblowing policy. Members will be aware, because we've discussed it here previously, that we have a whistleblowing policy, and that is attached at Appendix 1 of your report. It's designed to encourage and reassure employees who genuinely believe they have concerns to enable them to disclose those concerns within a framework to protect them from reprisals. The monitoring and operation of the policy is one of the functions that is dedicated to the, delegated to the Standards Committee. We have reviewed it to ensure it remains fit for purpose, and we've concluded that in its current form it is fit for purpose and in accordance with the current regulations. I therefore ask you to note the policy, which is published on the website. I also want to update you with 3 concerns which have been logged since 2018 when you had your last full review of the policy. Those concerns are set out at paragraph 4.1. First is in relation to concerns about asbestos management, and that led to a full survey being undertaken and remedial works being carried out. The second was an allegation of our purchasing cards being used fraudulently. Purchasing cards are similar to a credit card. They are given to various departments within the council so that they can use them for day-to-day spend. This matter was referred to the police. The employee concerned resigned and was later prosecuted by the police. The total cost to the council was £11,573, and the employee agreed to repay the debt in full. When the matter went to court, the ex-employee was given a 12-month prison sentence, suspended for 12 months. And the third referral we've had since 2018 is concerns about staffing levels and wellbeing. The Social Services and Wellbeing Directorate investigations have recently concluded there are some areas of improvement identified, but no evidence to substantiate the grounds of the actual complaint. Members, I'm in your hands. I'm happy to continue submitting reports. It's a matter for you how often you'd like those reports. And obviously we'll continue to review the policy and amend it and bring it back to you when appropriate. If you could note the report in paragraph 9, I'd be grateful. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Karen. It's noted. Anybody got any questions about whistleblowing policy or any observations, any comments? I don't know, Judith, do you have any comments on it, particularly with perhaps links to employment tribunals? And I like the bit where it points out the difference between a whistleblowing and a grievance. I think that was the important thing. Does anybody have any views?
No, pretty straightforward, really, Chair.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's essential, Kelly. We keep hearing about it. It is an important part because it can, I think, lead to bigger things. So if nobody else has any comments, remarks, observations, any views on it, I think we just note the whistleblowing policy and say thank you very much.
Thank you, Chair.
And that leads us on to the final item, any urgent items?
No.
No. Well, that's it. That's the agenda run through. There isn't any such thing as any other business on these agendas, so that must be the fastest meeting we've ever had. That's the end of it.
Sweet, Chair.
It was. Can I say thank you very much to everybody for attending this morning, and thanks to Mark and to Andrew and to Kelly. Thank you, all of you, very much.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Chair.
There we are.